Welcome to the fourth part of the PHP tutorials, which explains about constants, operators, conditional statements, and loops. What are constants? Constants are storage units just like variables. Their value cannot be changed during the script. Valid name starts with a letter or underscore. No $sign is required before the constant name. They are automatically global across the entire script. That means you can access the constants anywhere inside your script. Syntax to create constants. To create a constant, you need to call define function which takes three parameters: name, value, and case insensitive. Where name specifies the name of the constant, value specifies the value of the constant, case insensitive specifies whether the constant name should be case insensitive. By default, it is false. Example: define message welcome to findnut.com echo message. This would print out welcome to findnut.com. Operators. Operators are used to perform operations on variables and their values. PHP supports different kinds of operators which are listed below: arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, increment decrement operators, logical operators, and string operators. Arithmetic operators include plus, which is meant for addition, minus, which is meant for subtraction, asterisk sign, which is meant for multiplication, slash, which is meant for division, modulo, which is meant for modulus, and double asterisk, which is meant for exponential. Assignment operators. Assignment operators include equal to, which assigns the value of the expression on the right hand side to the operand on left hand side. Plus equals to is basically an addition operator which assigns the value of a plus b into a. Similarly, we have minus equal to, asterisk equal to, slash equal to, which is for division, and modulo equal to, which is for modulus. Comparison operators. Double equal to. Double equal sign is basically check for the equality in the values of the two variables. Triple equal to sign is meant to check whether they are identical or not. That means it checks the value along with the type. Not equal to, it's to check the value whether the values are not equal to each other. Greater than and less than sign again is meant for not equal. Not and double equal to sign is meant for not identical. A greater than operator, less than operator, greater than equal to, and less than equal to. Increment and decrement operators. When you assign plus sign before a variable, it is known as pre-increment. That means it increases the value of a before it is used. Post increment is when you follow 2 plus sign after the name of the variable. It returns the value of a as it is and then incremented by 1. Minus $a is pre-decrement, which decreases the value by 1 and then returns a, and post decrement minus would say $a minus minus and returns the value of a, then decrements it by 1. Logical operators. And true if both x and y are true, or true if either x or y is true, XOR true if either x or $y is true but not both. Double ampersand is again an equivalent for and. Double pipe sign is equivalent for or, and exclamation mark specifies not. Conditional statements. PHP offers four conditional statements: if statement, if else statement, if else if and else statement, and switch statement. If statement executes some code only if a specified condition is true. Syntax: if condition, and within the block you specify code to be executed if the condition is true. If else condition executes some code if a condition is true and another code if the condition is false. So basically you tell the code, if a condition is true, execute this, else execute the other block. Syntax basically is specified here, like if condition, a code to be executed if the condition is true, and within the else block we specify the code which is to be executed if the condition is false. If, else if, and else. Test another condition on failure of the first condition. Now you have to be very sure when you are using if, else if, and else. It basically executes or checks for the second condition only if the first condition fails. So what happens is, if condition is true, the code is executed. Else if the second condition is checked, if that is true, then this block of the code is executed. Else the code is executed if both of the above are false. Switch selects one of many case blocks of code to be executed. So basically within a switch you pass a variable and you have case tables that match to the variable that is passed. So let's say if n is equal to label 1, then the code would be executed besides the statement label 1 until a break statement is provided. So let's say if you don't have a break statement below the label 1, then label 2 and label 3 would also execute along with the label 1. So when you are specifying a switch statement and you want the code to be executed for a particular label, you write the code within the block and then at the end of that particular block you end it or break it with the break statement. Here is an example of switch statement. $status is equal to success, switch $status, case success, echo status is success, case failure, echo status is failure, default echo is undefined. Now default statement occurs if none of the case label matches the variable that is passed within the switch block. Loops. Loops are used to repeatedly execute a code block until a specified condition evaluates to true. PHP provides four looping constructs: while, do while, for each. While loop executes a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. You can see the syntax: while, within the block you specify the condition and the code to be executed in the block. So this code would keep on executing until the condition is true. You have an example also for this. You say $A is equal to 10 while $A is greater than 0. Echo the number is $A, a BR sign, and $A minus minus. So this block would execute till the value of A is greater than 0. executes a block of code repeatedly while the specified condition is true. However, block of code always gets executed at least once. This is the major difference between a while and a do-while loop. While is going to check for the condition first, and if it is true, then execute the code. But in case of do-while, the code would execute at least once, and then the while condition is checked, and repetitive execution of the code is done after that. The syntax explains as do, block, while, and a condition over there. For loop. For loop has a syntax that specifies for, which contains three arguments: initialize, condition, increment, or decrement. Within this block, you write the code that is to be executed, and it executes repeatedly until the condition is true. Initialize initializes the loop counter value. Condition evaluated for each loop iteration. Increment and decrement increases or decreases the loop counter value. Here is an example for loop. For $a is equal to 10, $a greater than 0, $a minus minus, echo the number is $a br. The difference between a while and a for loop is that you define the variable, you check the condition, and you increment or decrement the condition within the for block, and not explicitly as in case of while. For each, it works only on arrays, loops through each key value pair in the array. For each has a syntax that says for each bracket start array as $value. Within this, the code to be executed is placed. Let's take an example where we define an array $languages with values C, C++, Java, and PHP. Say for each $languages as language echo $language. So this would print out C, C++, Java, and PHP. Thank you for your valuable time. We'll continue with the fifth presentation later on.